Are you a fan of using Markdown to create documents or HTML? If so, you'll be pleased to hear that there are Markdown editors that can be added to Visual Studio. The one I'm using for this demonstration is called Markdown Editor, and it's part of the Web Essentials package. Now, when you install this package, it creates an editor experience for any file that ends with the extension MD. So I'm going to go to this Markdown folder and open this example.md file. And you'll see that there's a split screen. On the left side of the screen is the raw text, and on the right side of the screen is a preview of what that will look like. This is not a video on how Markdown works. You can look up the syntax online, but basically you put certain characters in your text, like this pound symbol at the beginning of this line, and that makes this a header. Positioning is key. If I move this over or take out the space, you'll see that it doesn't work. So there has to be some separation to make the Markdown work. There's things like adding symbols around words to make italics. You can use double asterisks to make things bold. So that shows up like this. There's ways of doing ordered lists and unordered lists and block quotes and even hyperlinks. Let's take another look here at a different file called index.md. This is some text we're writing for our website, and we're getting a preview of what it looks like before we put it in our Razor pages. So again, you can see it's basic text over here. I've bolded some words on the page. And there's a nice feature in Markdown Editor where you can go out to a website, right-click on a image and copy it. And then when you paste it into the Markdown Editor, it will do the right thing and create the correct syntax for showing that image in the Markdown. And also, in this case, I made a copy of that JPEG file inside my project. One other nice feature of Markdown Editor is it will automatically generate an HTML document. All you need to do is find your MD file, right-click on it, and choose Generate HTML File. Now, every time you make a change to your text, let's change this to the 14th. Save my text. You'll now update this HTML file. I should say this HTML file. And you can see that this is the HTML that I can then take and copy it and put it elsewhere in my project in case I want to put it in one of my HTML pages or if I want to use it on a Razor page. Now that's the basics of the Markdown Editor. It'd be nice if there was an easy way to put the Markdown into Razor pages. There are some small projects available that attempt to make this possible, but none of the ones I looked at were very robust. If you prefer to use an external editor, I like Markdown Monster for Windows.